What's up, family? A number of years ago, I took my oldest son, who was about 16 years old at the time. Took him camping, and we were hiking up this waterfall. And I've always taken my kids hiking. I've always wanted them to see that life had so much more to offer than just their normal run of the day stuff. I've always wanted them to see that there's so much beauty in the world that they don't see on a daily basis. And just because they don't see it on a daily basis doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. And hopefully teaching them how to be adventurous, how to take risks in a healthy way. We're hiking up this waterfall, and I'm leading the way. And I step on this boulder, and that boulder shifts, and it tweaks my left knee. The pain shoots up through my body. And my son's like, "Man, Dad, are you okay? You alright, Dad?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm alright, but I'm not." But we have a goal: get to the top of the waterfall. So I keep trying to walk. I step on a boulder, and again it shifts. And I tweak my left ankle. Again, the pain just through my body. And I'm like, "All right, God, man, what are you trying to tell me? What's going on? Because this is killing me." And my son is excited about getting to the top. And I'm scared that we're not going to be able to make it. That reality is starting to set in as the pain from my ankle and my knee is excruciating. And I look back at John and I said, "Come here, John." He puts his head down and he comes towards me. He said, "Hey, it's time for you to lead." And he lifts his head up and he's like alive. And he's like, "Are you sure, Dad?" I was like, "Dude, I trust you. You got this." See, John's whole life, I've taken him hiking. His whole life, I've groomed him for this moment to take the lead. He's excited. He's king of the jungle now. So he's walking. And I'm telling him, "I'll follow. I'm behind you." And I go a little further. There's this huge rock. And I come to this rock and "John, I can't go no further." And he comes back to where I'm at. And it's like I suck the air right out of him. Like just this energy just, his whole aura changed. I said, "I can't make it, man. I can't make it. I want to, but I can't." I'm in so much pain, I'm trying not to cry in front of my son. I'm trying to imagine how in the world am I going to get down. I'm almost 3/4 of the way to the top. and I can't go any further. And I'm thinking, man, how am I going to get out of here? And so I told John, I said, John, you got this, son. Go ahead. Go up to the top. And he's like, are you sure, Dad? And I was like, yeah. I trust you. You'll make it. You got this. He was like, nah, it's all right, Dad. I said, John, we came here to go to the top of the waterfall. You have to get to the top of the waterfall. I can't make it. I'll sit right here. I'll be right here when you get back. One of us got to get up there. And he's alive. He's just... he's on top of the world. I said, just be safe, man. You got this. I said, just remember how you got up and come right back down the same way and I'll be right here. So he goes up. And I'm sitting there, and as he's walking away, I start praying. God, please keep my son. God, please protect him. Because I can't do it anymore right now. And it's like, God, please, I'm putting John in your hand. As I'm praying this, I hear this voice say, how dare you? Who do you think you are? And I'm like, excuse me? Who do you think you are? What makes you think that I haven't been watching your son? What makes you think that I haven't protecting your son? Who do you think you are that you think you can put somebody in the middle of God's hands, or you have the ability to pull somebody out of God's hand? And that hit me like a brick. I've always been watching out for John. And I will always continue to watch out for John. I know you don't mean this arrogantly. I know you're being humble in your prayer. But I'm trying to show you the arrogance in your humility still. I'm like, wow. Wow. That's all I can say is, wow, my bad. My bad. As parents, it is our job to equip our kids to go so much further than we were able to go. Since John was a little boy, able to walk, he's been following me. And we've been on hikes and walks ever since. And now came the time where I had to show him that you got this. It's your time to lead. Why was that so important? Because the reality is, sooner or later, I know I'm going to leave this place. And it is my job, it has been my job, to prepare my kids for that moment and how to continue on their journey, even though I'm no longer there. Because sometimes death can be so devastating for a family that the entire family shut down and lose their mind and forget everything that they've been taught. So many times, family can go through something so devastating that they get stuck and trapped in that moment for generations. I'm not sick. I'm not dying anytime soon. Not that I'm aware of. But nonetheless, it is still my responsibility to prepare my kids, be able to pick up the torch and continue on their journey, knowing that I'm always rooting for them, knowing that I'm always cheering them on, and that I will always be their loudest cheerleader.